Okay. A very good afternoon to one and all. As we have discussed in the previous lecture, normalization. So let's take a briefly review of what is normalization, what is first normal form, and what is second normal form. So the normalization is the process of decomposing unsatisfactory bad relations by breaking up their attributes into a smaller relation. Whenever we have a table, so we have to decompose that table into a smaller relations. That is we have called the normalization. So, what are the practical use of normalization? So, the practical use of normalization is used to carry out the practice so that the resulting design are high quality and meet the desirable properties. Whatever the properties we have discussing, whatever the quality that we achieved, that all we can have in the normalization. So, normalization in the industry play a very particular attention to the normalization up to 3NF. First normal form, second normal form, third normal form, and max to max the BCNF. The fourth and fifth normal form, it is rarely used. It is used, but it is very rarely used by the fourth and fifth normal form. Then we can have discussing about the unnormalized relation. What is the unnormalization relation? Look at the table, the department. In the department table, we can have attributes like D name, D number, DMGR, SSN number, D locations. So we can have attributes, and we have put the values into the attributes like research, administration, headquarters, and look at the location, the D location attributes where we can have a three values. So that table, department table, is in the unnormal relation, unnormalized way. So we have to convert this into a normal form. How we can convert? We can proceed in the further lecture. So what are the steps in normalization? First one, that we have an entity attributes, whatever how many attributes that there we have in the table. So remove the multi-value and composite attribute mid definition of a relation. That is how we can convert a table into a first normal form, where we can remove the multi-value. From the first normal form to the second normal form, we can remove the partial dependency. From second normal form to the third normal form, we have removed the transitive dependency. And from the third normal form to BCNF, we can remove any remaining functional dependency in the third normal form to the BCNF, that is called as a bias chord normal form. Now, the process of normalization that we have discussed in the previous lecture. So the formal technique for analyzing a relation based on its primary key and the functional dependency between its attribute often execute on a series of steps, each steps corresponding to a specific normal form which has known property. In the further lecture, we have discussing about the first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, BCNF. So the all normal forms is have their special properties. How we can convert from a normal form to the first normal form, from first normal form to the second, and second to the third, and so on. So that is the process of normalization. So there are definitions of normal form. Total first normal form is the relation R is in the first normal form if and only if all domain values are atomic. Second normal form, a relation R is in the second normal form or 2NF if and only if R is in the first normal form and every non-key attribute is fully depend on the key. That is functional dependency is there. Third normal form, any relation R is in the third normal form if and only if it is in the second normal form and every non-key attribute is non-transitively depend on the key. And the BCNF, that is the R, is in the BCNF bias chord normal form if and only if every determinant is a candidate key. Now, what is determinant? So, determinant is an attribute on which some other attributes is functionally dependent. In the previous lectures, I was show you what is a determinant with the example. Now, these are the relationship that we were discussed in the previous lecture. A normal data. We have take a first normal form. Now, what is first normal form? A relation in which intersection of each row and column contain one and only one value. In the first normal form, any relation, if any table, if we have to convert into a first normal form 1NF, then the intersection of each row and a column contains one and only one value. There is only atomic value in the first normal form. So look at here. Every relation has a unique name. Every attribute has an atomic. Single value is there, not multiple values there. Every row is unique. Attribute in tables have a unique name. The order of the column is irrelevant and the order of the row is irrelevant. So look at either the example of first normal form. In the table department, we have the attributes, that is D name, D number, D, M, G, R, S, S, N, and departmental location, D locations. Now look at here in the first row where the data is research, D number is 5 and DMGRSSN is 333445555 and location are Bel Air, Sugarland and Houston. So this table is not in the first normal form. So in the further table, the first normal form we have to convert. We have to write a separate value, a single value for each column. For research, D location is Bel Air. For research, D location is Sugarland. For research, D location is Houston. We can separate the multi-valued into a single value, that is in the first normal form. Now we're talking about the second normal form. The basic concept of second normal form is depend on the functional dependency, fully functional dependency. Now we can see that A and B are attributes of a relation. There is a one relation R and A and B are the attributes of that relation. B is a fully depend on A if B is functionally depend on A but not any proper subset of A. I'm going to discuss already with you regarding the functional dependency with example. Now I'm no need to repeat the functional dependency. Now look at the definition of second normal form. 2NF, second normal form, a relation that is in first NF. The first property is what? The relation, if we have to convert any relation into a second normal form, so the first property is what? It is in the first normal form. And every non-primary key attribute is fully functionally depend on the primary key. Every non-primary key attribute, non-primary key are not primary key. Every non-primary key attribute is fully functionally depend on the primary key. Then only we have convert any relation into its second normal form. We have discussed the example. Look at here the example. We are having a table activity. So there is a student ID, there is an activity and there is a fee. Look at the table's value. Student, there are 4 IDs are there. Activity, swimming, golf, hiking, these are the activities and the respectively the activities fees is there. That is for swimming is 30, golf is 100, and hiking is 50. So whenever we have this relation is not in the second normal form because it is not the functional dependency which is non-primary key. So the student ID is a primary key with my table and the activity is a key but not a primary key and whose corresponding table is fees. So activity is fully functionally depend on fees. Only student ID with fees is not functionally dependent because I'm not going to understand if I'm saying that the student ID is 222222020 and its fees is 30. So there is a functional dependency is there? No, there is no any functional dependency because I'm not going to identify the fees is for what. So that is why the activity and the fees, these are the attributes which activity is having functionally depend on fees because swimming is an activity whose fees is 30. The golf is an activity whose fees is 10. That is why the activity and fee are the functionally dependent on it. So in the second normal form, we have to convert the table, this activity table, into a second normal form by separating a relation. Means the primary relation with the other key, that is student ID with the activity and the activity with the fees. That is how we can convert a table into a second normal form. So now I'm going to understand very clearly that activity, student ID is having their own activity and the activity is having their fees. So the activity and fees are functionally dependent. And the student ID and activities, these are the keys. So that we can convert the table into a second normal form. The student ID and activity in one relation and activity and fees in other relation. It is clear? Okay. The next thing, how we can convert a first NF to the second NF. Identify primary key for the first normal form. In the previous table, we have to identify the primary key. That is student ID is my primary key. Yes, we can identify the primary key. Then identify functional dependency in the relation. Now, there are three attributes in dependency exists on a primary key. If partial dependency exists on the primary key, remove them by placing them in a new relation along with copy of their determinant. What we are discussing in this primary key, we have a partial dependency exists. In the primary key, if there is a partial dependency exists, then we have to remove by placing them into a new relation. So that is why we create a new relation here in this activity. Okay. The next one we're talking about third normal form. Now here it is. We can continue the lecture. The third normal form. Now the third normal form. What is the third normal form? It is in the second normal form and no transitive dependency is there. Now what is transitive dependency? Let's we are discussing the definition and the concept of transitive dependency. So a transitive dependency is a functional dependency between two or more non-key attributes. Keep it in mind, non-key attributes. We are not using any primary key. We are not using any candidate key. Okay, what is transitive dependency? A functional dependency between two or more non-key attributes. Non-key attributes वहाँ पे होने चाहिए. Now, what are the basic concept of transitive dependency? Look at here. A, B, and C are the attributes of a relation. So we can have attributes of relation R, whose attributes are A, B, and C, such that if A is related with B and B is related with C, then C is a transitively dependent on A through B. Look at the relation. Huh? A is related with B and B is related with C. Then we can say that the C is transitively dependent on A through B, because there is a relation between B and C and there is a relation between A and C, so that the A and C are the transitive relation through B. Okay, provided that A is not functionally dependent on B और C, दोनों में से किसी एक के भी साथ functionally dependent नहीं होना चाहिए. Now let's we are discussing the definition of 3NF. What is 3NF? The third normal form is a relation that is in first normal form and second normal form, and in which no non-primary key attribute, keep it in mind, no non-primary key attribute is transitively dependent on primary key. Okay, non-primary key attribute is transitively dependent on primary. Let's we are discussing in the example. Here we can have a housing table whose attributes are student ID, building, and fees. So the keys, what are the key? Key here is a student ID, primary key that we are discussing. Primary key is what? The student ID. Now building and fees have their functional dependency. Okay. Building and fees, what? They are functional dependency. Student ID, building and fees. Dabney, whose fees is 1200. Lils, whose fees is 1000. The range 1100. Dabney's 1200. The range 1100. So that we can identify the functional dependency here. The building is functionally dependent on fees, and so on the student ID. So here we can say that the three relations are there. A, the relation attribute student ID, B, the attribute building, and C, the attribute fees. So now I am say that A is related with B. Definitely the student ID whose relation with B, because by identifying the student ID we can identify the which building they belong. And B is related with C, and B is related with C. I'm going to explain you what is transitive dependency. So the building is related with fee, because we know that the Dabney is the building whose fees is 1200. The housing scheme is there. The range whose fees is 1100. So that I'm going to say that the C, that is fee, is transitive dependent on student ID through building, because I'm going to say a relation. That is why the student ID related with building, related with fees, here we can display in the normal form. So further we can decompose it into a third normal form. Look at here. That is divide relation into a two relation that now meets third normal form. So student ID related with building, and building is related with fees. So that the student ID is related with fees. It is cleared in the third normal form. We can distribute the table. We can distribute this table, decompose this table into a two relations. One related with student ID with building, and another relation building ID with fees. Look at here the multiple values that we have released here. Look at here. The range comes 2 times. The Dabney comes 2 times. So in the relation building and fees, we cannot include it because fees is common to all. Sorry, the Dabney's fees is 1200. It is 10 times repeat, but fee is same. So that the building we can relation in a one way. That is how we can convert the table into a third normal form. Now the second normal form to the third normal form, how we can convert? Identify the primary key in that second normal form. We have to identify the primary key. Here the primary key is what? The student ID. In the housing table, we have the primary key is student ID. Now the student ID identify the primary key. Then identify the functional dependency in the relation. Yes, we have to identify the functional dependency in the relation. So we have to identify the functional dependency, the building with fees. Both are functionally dependent. Building is functionally dependent on fees, or fees we can say that the dependent functionally dependent on build. Okay, then if transitive dependency exists on primary key, keep it in mind that there is a transitive dependency is there in above table on primary key. So remove them by placing them in a new relation along with copy of their determinant. Look at here in the table. Student ID, building and fees. So there is a transitive dependency of fees with the student ID. So that in the second or third normal form, we have to separate the table from student ID to building and building to fees. How we can replacing our primary keys into the functional dependency. Okay, that is all about third normal form. So now we can discussing about the general definitions of second normal form and third normal form. Let's discussing it. Second normal form, a relation that is in first normal form, and every non-primary key attribute is fully functionally depend on any candidate key. Keep it in mind, any candidate. In third normal form, it is in the first normal form and second normal form, and in which no non-primary key attribute. Keep it in mind, these keywords. Non-primary key attribute is transitively dependent on any candidate, so that we can convert or decompose a table into a two separate relations. Next one, we're talking about the BCNF. A single definition. A 3NF, whenever we have to convert any table into a 3NF, a 3NF and every determinant is equal to BCNF plus Look at here the table, the student advisor, whose IDs are student ID, whose attributes are student ID, advisor, and major. Here the primary key is what? The primary key is student ID. The candidate key is also student ID, advisor are the candidate key. And the advisor is functionally dependent on the major. So here IDs are 222, 2220, MIS, Lay. Management, Govan. MIS, Robert. Marketing, Reynolds. So a relation where a determinant is not a candidate key. Okay, here is the relation is what? Determinant, where a determinant is not a candidate key. No doubt, student. We can have a double major and have an advisor. For each major, an advisor works only with student in their assigned areas. If my major is MIS, whose advisor is leg, and whose ID is what? 222222020. Now in the marketing, the two different student IDs are there. So we can convert this table into a BCNF in the above way. Divide a relation into two relation that meets BCNF. The student ID with advisor and advisor with major, where the student ID and advisor are the primary key and candidate key. And then from the candidate key to the functional dependency, we can differentiate this relation into a two relation, decompose the relation into a two relation. So that is all about in the normal form. Thank you guys.